Assalamu alaikum everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be learning the rules for the letters of Qalqalah. But before we get to that, I'd like to congratulate you for finishing our first lesson, the Arabic alphabet. And that's probably going to be one of the most important steps in learning the Quran because you will not be able to learn the letters. You will not be able to recite the Quran without learning the letters. So let's get on with the lesson. So today we are going to be applying the rules for the letters of Qalqalah. So Qalqalah is a very important part of the Quran because it is a rule, and if you do not apply this rule to the Quran, you will be reading the Quran incorrectly. Now my job here today is to teach you what Qalqalah is and how to apply it in the Quran. So, Qalqalah. In the Arabic language, Qalqalah means echo. And I can understand why they named the rule Qalqalah because it is a very important part of the actual rule. So the letters of Qalqalah are pretty simple. We learned them in the last few lessons. If you haven't seen the Arabic alphabet lessons video, you should check it out. Link in the description. So the letters of Qalqalah. The first letter of Qalqalah is Qa. Second letter of Qalqalah is Ta. Third letter of Qalqalah is Ba. And the fourth letter of Qalqalah, Ja, and then the fifth one is Da. Now, I'm obviously not pronouncing the names, I'm just saying the sounds because that's how you're usually going to say it. It's pretty simple to remember if you say it really fast, so Qa, Ba, Ja, Da. Qa, Ba, Ja, Da. But if that's not for you, we do have a pro tip on how to remember these letters. So when we put all of these letters together, it gives us the word Qutubjad. Now, I think the word Qutubjad is pretty easy to remember. Just try to say it. Qutubjad. Okay, repeat after me. Qutubjad. Qutubjad. So that's an easy way to remember it, and that's how I learned how to remember these letters. If this doesn't work for you, then I'd recommend the Qa, Ta, Ba, Ja, Da way. So, now that we've learned the letters of Qalqalah, let's learn how to apply it in the Quran. So, when we are reciting the Quran, in order to apply the rule of Qalqalah, the letter of Qalqalah has to be carrying a sukoon. Now, a sukoon is a symbol like this symbol right here, which is just a circle. And it is mostly found on top of the letters of Qalqalah, but not all the time. So remember that this sukoon is not only for the letters of Qalqalah. It can be on other letters as well that are not a part of the letters for Qalqalah. So in order to apply the rule, we have to have the sukoon on top of one of these letters. Then you will pronounce the letter with an echo sound. So you might be wondering, how do I pronounce a letter in an echo sound? Let me show you an example. So an example of pronouncing a letter in an echo sound would be like this example right here. So now this example right here is from Surah Al-Tawheed. So let's begin by saying Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim because you want to start off when reciting any Quran with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. So you can see that over here at the end of the sentence, we have the letter Da with a sukoon on top of it, meaning that this would be a letter of Qalqalah and we would have to apply the rule of Qalqalah. So we would have to make it an echo sound or a stretched sound. So for example, Lam yalid wa lam yulad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. And then that is the rule of Qalqalah. So you won't always find the letter of Qalqalah and the sukoon in the ending of a sentence. This was an example for if it was at an ending of a sentence, but in this case over here, it is not at the ending of a sentence. It is in the middle of a sentence. So that means the way we would apply this rule would be a lot different. So when we apply it, when the letter is at the end of a sentence, we would do the echo sound really rough, or we would pronounce it fully. We would say, Lam yalid wa lam yulad. And once we say it like that, That's how you would say it when you have it at the ending of a sentence. Now, when you have it in the middle of a sentence, you will still try to pronounce the echo, but it will be less harsh and it will be applied with less stress. So, for example, dhabhan, you can see that it was a very quick echo and it was applied with less stress than lam yalid wa lam yulad. And dhabhan, dhabhan. I'm not trying to say it that fast, but dhabhan, dhabhan, lam yalid wa lam yulad, dhabhan. You can really tell the difference when you listen to both of those right next to each other. Thank you all for watching this video. I really appreciate it if you subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions. I'm recommending that you practice, and take notes as well, because this rule is a very important rule and you will see it in most short surahs in the Quran, even some long ones, but it's very uncommon for long ones. Anyways, Khuda Hafiz.